Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a long overdue. I've been saying I was going to do this video for ages, but today we're going to talk about all of the Christian Dior fragrances that I've got in my collection. I have got a ton, so I'm going to jump right in. Okay, I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with Dior Addict. So I've got two formulations of Dior Addict. The first one I have, this is the 2002 formulation. The way that you can tell is it will have a gold little sprayer on the top. This is your actual sprayer. You can close it and lock it, or you can open it up and spray it. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is phenomenal. The 2002 formulation is so, it's almost slightly vintage smelling. It's so powerful and rich and sweet and decadent and tonka heavy. I love it. It's amazing. So I've got that one. And then I've also got the newest formulation. So this is the one that I wear the most when I do wear this fragrance. I've only got a little bit left. I've got like, gosh, I've got maybe half an inch left in here. I absolutely adore this version too. This formulation is fantastic. It's not quite as complex smelling or quite as rich smelling as the original, but they didn't butcher it at all. I love this. It's warm. Supposedly this formulation doesn't have any tonka bean in it. It's just like bourbon vanilla, but it smells like it still has the tonka in it. I love it. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite Dior perfumes for sure. I would say Dior is probably my favorite designer house. I just really like Dior perfume. Some of them I hate. Some of the newer ones I really, really dislike. But gosh, they have so many like older masterpieces, and this is definitely one of them. So that is Dior Addict, the first, the newest formulation. Okay, I have got Dior J'adore. I love this perfume. It's so good. This is such a timeless fragrance. I swear it smells like it never ages. This has been around for so long. People have been wearing this for so long. It just doesn't smell like a fragrance that has been around for as long as it has. It's so timeless smelling. This is an old bottle too. I've had this bottle absolutely forever, and it still smells perfect. I mean, perfect. I don't wear this one that much, but I absolutely love it. I just got a Middle Eastern fragrance in the mail that is a clone of this, and it's super, super good. I need to test them side by side to see how good of a clone that is, but yeah, I just love this. This is one of my favorite Dior bottles too. I just think it's beautiful. I just love it. So that is J'adore. Okay, then we have got the original Poison. My bottle is from 1986. And this takes me straight back to my childhood. This is beautiful. It's plum and Brazilian rosewood. It's sweet. When I was a kid, it smelled like grape juice to me. And I absolutely love this. This is probably the most nostalgic smelling perfume in my collection. I love it. I've had a relationship with this perfume longer than any other perfume in my collection, for sure. This is the fragrance that made me fall in love with fragrance. As a little kid, like 3 years old, crawling in the bottom of my mom's closet, getting into her Poison, spraying it on me. Yeah, that's where my love of fragrance started, and it was with this fragrance. So anyways, that is Poison. This is the Eau de Toilette formulation, which is like an X-straight version in today's standards. Okay, and then we've got Tendre Poison. This is also an Eau de Toilette, also more like an Eau de Parfum. I adore this. It doesn't have much to do with Poison, but it's like a kind of a clean, slightly sweet, kind of clean, a little bit vintagey smelling version. It's really beautiful. My mom wore this one too. She just didn't wear it as much as the other one, but yeah, I definitely have memories of this as well. So that is Tendre Poison. Okay, let's just stick with all of the poison flankers. Next, we've got Hypnotic Poison. This is the original formulation of Hypnotic Poison. I love this. I used to have the newest formulation. It's just not as good. In fact, I would not even buy a bottle of the newest formulation at this point. I would just find a clone of it because it's not worth buying the new formulation. It performs really badly. It just doesn't smell as nice. And yeah, you can still find original bottles out there though pretty easily. So yeah, if you are gonna buy a bottle, I would try to either hunt down original formulation, or I would just buy like the Dior clone or something. But I do adore this fragrance. It's beautiful. It's like jasmine and almond caraway. It's gorgeous. So that is Hypnotic Poison. All right, and then I have Poison Girl Unexpected. I have used so much of this fragrance because I have to overspray it so wildly anytime I use this, because it's like one of the worst performing fragrances in my collection. It just does not stick around at all, but I absolutely love this. It smells like Poison Girl, so it's that beautiful, sweet, kind of syrupy Poison Girl, but with a ton of warm ginger. It's phenomenal. So it ends up kind of smelling like ginger cookies. I love it. It lasts all of about 5 minutes on me, and then I can't smell it anymore. So yeah, I way overspray this one when I do wear it. I love it though. I love the way it smells so much that I cannot get rid of it. So anyways, that is Poison Girl Unexpected. And then the last poison we have is Midnight Poison. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful rose and patchouli fragrance. It's dark, it's warm, it's rich smelling. This is for like deep winter nights for sure. This is a dark, deep, rich fragrance. Rose and a dirty, earthy patchouli. I love it. I've heard that the Dior version of this fragrance is really good. If I didn't have a bottle of this, I would definitely be picking up the Dior version, which I've heard really good things about. So anyways, that is Midnight Poison. And then the last, I'm sorry, I think I said that was the last poison. That wasn't. The last poison I have is Pure Poison. This is the original formulation of Pure Poison. This is fantastic. This is warm, sweet, clean, white florals, perfumey, sweet, warm white florals. It's amazing. This performs really well in the cold weather. It doesn't perform great in warm weather, but I'll wear this any time of year. I absolutely adore it. But I do prefer to wear it in the winter time just because it performs better. But it is a beast in the winter time. It will hang around for 12 plus hours in the winter time. It's just such an amazing fragrance, and there's really nothing out there. To me, there's really nothing else quite like Pure Poison. It's a very unique smelling fragrance. So that is Pure Poison. Okay, next we have Dolce Vita, and this is the original formulation of this. I love this. This is warm and sweet and vintagey smelling, kind of slightly sweet. I think this one's got a little bit of coconut in it, but it's warm and vintagey smelling. And I adore this bottle. I don't hear many people talk about this fragrance often anymore, but this is one of my favorite Dior bottles too. Aside from J'adore, this one is so fun with like the bubbles in the glass, and it's just such a really cool bottle. So that is Dolce Vita. Okay, next I have got Dune. I've got 2 different bottles of Dune. So this is a 3.4 ounce bottle of the newest formulation. It is the Eau de Toilette. It's amazing. It smells like warm, sweet desert air. And then I've got a small bottle. This is a 30 ml. Yeah, this is a 30 ml bottle. This is the original formulation. And you can tell because the original formulation, they engrave actually in the glass on the bottom of the bottles, and this one does say Christian Dior, but this is an original formulation bottle. In fact, I'll have to, the new formulation has the batch code printed on the label. The older formulation has the batch code etched in the glass on the back. And like I said, this is not a label, that's actually etched in the glass. So this is an original formulation bottle. This is a new formulation bottle. And I am this was sent over by a subscriber. Oh my gosh, I am so stoked to have this. Oh gosh, it's so good. I haven't even tested these side by side. I'll have to test them side by side to see like what to see what the difference is. But I love this fragrance. I think it's amazing. I'm glad you can still get it. So anyways, that is Dune. That is that is the new formulation, and this is the original formulation. Okay, and then next we're gonna move on to all of my Miss Dior Cherie fragrances. So I've got the original here. This is the original Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Parfum. This is a big 3.4 ounce tester bottle. I love this. It's strawberry and caramel popcorn and patchouli. It's phenomenal. This still smells like it's brand new. I've had this bottle for a very long time. I bought it used. Of course I did, because yeah, because I don't have a bottle left over from 2006 or 2005, I think is when this came out. It's amazing. Still smells incredibly fresh and perfect. And I'm just so happy to have a bottle of this. I do have, let's see here, this is Miss Dior Cherie, the Eau de Toilette formulation. So I believe this came out in 2007. This one is gorgeous as well. This one is very similar, but it's later. It smells more crisp. It still has that beautiful sweetness though. So yeah, that is the original Eau de Parfum that came out first. This is the Eau de Toilette that came out a year or two later. And then I've got this one here. This is Miss Dior Cherie. This is the first reformulation that they did. Still smells beautiful, but it's not the original. But I'm super glad to have this because I think it still smells gorgeous. And mine is missing the little bow that goes around the front, but yeah, this is when they started putting the labels on the front. So that is the second formulation of Miss Dior Cherie. I think this one came out in 2000. This one might have come out in 2007 as well. I'll have the years on the screen for you guys. Okay, and then this is I believe the 2012 formulation. So this is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. I believe it's the 2012 formulation. I knew when I bought these what formulations they were, but I forget now. Gosh, I love this one. This one, it's like got nothing to do with the original, but this is beautiful. This one almost has a little bit of a spice to it. Oh, it's so good. The liquid has gotten super dark. I don't remember it being that dark when I first bought it. It still smells phenomenal. I love it. It's amazing. I still have a couple more formulations of this that I need to get, including the newest one. And then I've got this. This is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. I love this. This is gorgeous. This is just like a sweet floral. It's a sweet, kind of syrupy, drippy smelling floral. Thick, sweet. I love it. So that is Absolutely Blooming. I need to pick up a bottle of, not Absolutely Blooming. I used to have a little roller pearl of it, but I decluttered that because I want to get a spray perfume version of it. Okay, now those are all of my full bottles. Moving on to some travel sprays and minis. So I have got, I've got this fragrance in both a travel spray and a mini. This is Rouge Trafalgar. This is beautiful. It almost reminds me of like a Guerlain fragrance. It's a really fresh, modern smelling rose, but it's got a little bit of like a slate powderiness to it. It's really gorgeous. I have got New Look 1947. This one's really beautiful too. I like this one in the colder weather better. It's a little bit, this one's kind of unisex smelling to me. and it's a little bit, it reminds me a tiny bit of Replica Whispers in the Library, but this one is lighter and a little bit sweeter than Whispers in the Library, but it's that kind of a scent. It reminds you of kind of like paper and old books, and it's just really beautiful. So that is New Look 1947. And then the last travel spray I have is Rose Gipsy, which is also, this is the one I've used the most of all these travel sprays. This one's really beautiful. This is a very light, delicate, wispy, kind of watery, very slightly green floral. Or rose, I should say. It's really beautiful. I would not buy a full bottle of these though, because the full bottles are super expensive and they don't perform well enough that I would want a full bottle. Okay, and then on to the minis. I've got a little mini of Rouge Trafalgar. Somebody sent this over to me. I love these little minis. I don't use them. I just think that they're so stinking cute. But yeah, I love Rouge Trafalgar. It smells like it's a rose and maybe has a touch of violet in it. I don't know for sure, but it's gorgeous. But I love these little bottles because they're basically like, they're miniatures of the full-size bottles. And they're just so cute with the lid and everything. Adorable. Little tiny mini labels. They're just so cute. So that is Rouge Trafalgar. Next I have Bois D'Argent, which I love this one too. Ugh, it's beautiful, sweet. I think it's like a sweet white floral, if I remember correctly. I've got a ton of stuff on my hands though, so I don't really know what I'm smelling, but if I remember correctly, it's a sweet kind of white floral. Okay, next we've got Grand Ball. This is gorgeous too. This is another sweet, kind of light, sweet floral. And it looks like this was reformulated in 2018, so this would be the original formulation of this. This is a yellow floral. This one is jasmine and ylang ylang. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love Grand Ball. So there's that one. Next we have Cuir Cannage. This is like a sweet iris and leather perfume. And I love it. I'm not the biggest fan of leather, but the leather in here is really, really beautiful. It's not like too much of an animalic leather. It's like a soft, buttery leather, and it's a sweet, it's got jasmine and some other flowers in it too. So it's like a sweet iris. It's so stunning, really gorgeous in warm weather. I mean, really gorgeous in hot weather. Okay, next I've got Leather Oud. I'm so glad I picked these up. They had these at Fragrance Net for between like 12, this has been years and years ago that I bought these. I think in like 2016 or 2017, but they had these for, some of them I found for as inexpensive as like $14. Yeah, Leather Oud, this is a leather and oud fragrance. It's not my favorite, but I love having it in my collection. Okay, next we have Patchouli Imperiale. This is beautiful. It's a gorgeous, like earthy patchouli, but that doesn't smell like dirt. It's beautiful, beautiful patchouli. Okay, next we have Cologne Royale. This is another really beautiful, this is like a barbershop, like a citrusy barbershop type fragrance. Oof, it's really gorgeous. So that is Cologne Royale. And then the last one we have is Milla-La-Floret. And this is one of my favorites too. This is just kind of like a light, citrusy, kind of very slightly sweet, very lightly musky floral. It's really beautiful. So that one is called Milla-La-Floret. So yeah, I've got all of these cute little baby Diors. I love them. But yeah, so that is my entire Dior collection. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.